Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest and welcome to November 21st, 2024. Just finished recording the stock of the day, which happens to be GQG Partners. Hopefully that's for obvious reasons. And also the small cap of the day is a company I never heard of before, In Focus Group. Share price up about 167%. And the reason I never heard of that company is because they changed the name about 8 days ago. Used to be called Frugal. Now it's In Focus Group. They went through a strategic review and looks like things are moving in the right direction for that company. Okay, the agenda for today's video, we go through the ASX today, looking at the best and worst performing sectors, indices, and also companies. And then I'll discuss about 5 to 6 companies that have released interesting announcements today. Now, I won't touch upon every single company that has released announcements, but I thought these 5 look interesting enough. So let's get stuck into it because, if I have any time, I'll look at some of your comments. That's if I have time. I'll have to keep this video to about 30 minutes long because the room I'm recording this video in is needed after my video. In fact, it's needed in 30 minutes. That's why I can get to 30 minutes. Okay, I'm rambling on. So let's have a look at the ASX today. So flat, we'll call this a neutral day, flat, slightly negative. XGO down 0.04%, small caps down 0.36%, but tech up and resources both up by about 0.04%. So nothing much happening in the markets today, but there was a little bit of sell-off. So the markets were up on open, and in the first hour of trading, they were up maybe 0.2% or so, and they did fall during the day. Not sure if that means anything. If you have a look at the Trading Economics website, I actually do have to refresh this, I think. No, I've already refreshed it. Asian markets mostly declined, so maybe that's why we are down because of what's happening overseas. They also mention here equity markets mostly fell on Thursday with technology stocks hit the most after NVIDIA projected its slowest revenue growth in 7 quarters. Now, they actually did beat expectations, but it's not only whether the company beat expectations, it's also based off their projections or their guidance. So that's why there is a chance that NVIDIA might be down a little bit today on the overnight session in the United States or their day session. I don't think it's going to fall all that much, but I think it will be down because the P/E ratio of NVIDIA now is about 45. Yes, 45. Maybe it's 50. 45 to 50. Anyway, anything else here? Gold climbs for 4th straight run. So expect, oil rises as well. So gold up, oil up. US natural gas also up. UK inflation rate above forecast. I'm now seeing a few of these sort of numbers coming in regards to inflation, a little bit higher than expected in a few countries. US mortgage rate highest since July. Okay, so let's go back to the ASX today, looking at the best and worst performing sectors and indices. Financials are best. There we go. Also in the green, telecommunications, IT, and energy. Unfortunately, staples and discretionary down big by over 0.6%. Real estate also down 0.5%. Gold's had a good day, up 1.26%. ASX 20 down slightly. I'm going to assume with financials up, a few of the banks did fairly well today, and they did help the market. So I'm going to say 8 companies up, 12 down. Now 7 up, 13 down. Oh, there we go. So 10 up, 9 down, 1 flat. Best performing company, Fortescue, QB Insurance, another good day for that company. By the way, I have taken trading position in that company. Westpac, REA Group, and Woodside among the best performers. And the worst performers, Wesfarmers, Goodman Group, which is not a surprise because real estate, Woolworths, and BHP, which is interesting. BHP down, Fortescue up. Okay, let's turn our attention to the best and worst performing companies on the ASX. First, looking at the top gainers, and at the top of this is my small cap stock of the day or company of the day. In Focus Group, up 100. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's updated. There it goes. It's updated now. Just had to refresh the screen for some reason. Up 167%. Otherwise, Petrotherm, another good day. A really good day 2 days ago, up another 56.5%. I don't think the company did release anything today. I could be wrong. Second good announcement in 2 days. They had the AGM. So outstanding metallurgical results at Kneppy HMS project 2 days ago, and another rise in share price. Sometimes you do see this, PTR. See the share price rise on one day, nothing the next day, and then another really good rise the following day. And that's exactly what I've seen with Petrotherm, 2 really good days in a row. And if we have a look at the volume for this company, really good volume coming in the last 3 days. So congratulations to those shareholders who have taken a position in this particular company. Other than that, X Reality Group up, which is good. I've maintained a position in that company. And the simple reason, I don't think it can go much lower. And I think it's the company's on the precipice of becoming profitable. And I think if it does become profitable, the company is a little bit more exciting. Singular Health, very close to being stock of the day over the last 2 days, but it's just been pipped at the post by 2 other companies. So yesterday it was, who was the stock of the day or the small cap of the day yesterday? I forget, but it got pipped at the post yesterday, and today it was pipped at the post by InFocus because I could not ignore share price up 167%. Okay, now by market cap, Vulcan Energy, another pretty good day. Paragon Care, PWR Holdings, a nice little rebound there, 11.83%. And that's based off, I think, according to Capital Brief, somewhere in here, PWR Holdings rallies as analysis call sell-off overdone. Yes, I sort of can definitely see what they're thinking there. This is a potential high-quality company in the future. They're going through a little bit of a slower period, and share price did get sold off. I think the market did overreact yesterday, and we have seen a nice positive reaction today. I just wish I took a position in this company about $6. A nice gain. That's pretty nice. 30% gain in less than a day. Or just about a day anyway. What else is here? SKS Technologies, very close to being either the stock of the day or the small cap of the day. Share price up 13.9%. They did have the AGM. There was no real reason why the share price did rally, in my opinion, but it did, and the chart is looking much better. It was looking a little bit bleak for a period there, SKS Technologies. And when I say bleak, back in September, share price did get down to about $1.10. And the share price has rallied. I'm not sure what caused the sell-off there. No reason. And the chart is looking much better. Bit of a sell-off the last few days, but it's just rebounded. Maybe that's what's happened. It wasn't really the AGM. It was just sell-off the last few days, and the buyers have come back in force. And that's all when it comes to Vanek Bitcoin. What's happening with Bitcoin? Bitcoin on the rise again. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. It's up to 97,000. What a chart. Bitcoin chart. Absolutely thing of beauty. Bitcoin. And look at the volume as well. That's exactly what you want to see. Really big volume coming in as the share price rallies. And that's why some of those ETFs are doing really well as well. I need another word for that well. Okay, let's have a look at the top losers. What else we have here? Not surprising to see GQG Pandas there. I noticed ADX Energy was down big yesterday. I missed this one until I did my screeners at the end of the day. They did a well chart, one production testing progress report. Must have been negative because the share price down 40%, down another 16.7%. Let's have a look at the chart for ADX. I did miss this one yesterday. When I did the video, I picked it up after I did the video because my screeners do that. And for some reason, TradingView is not working. I think I just have to refresh. And there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, no. This is not a time to go slow, TradingView. And this chart just looks ugly. Not a good looking chart. There was a lot of excitement in this company back in 18th of March 2024. Share price rose 100% on that day. Then the next day fell 21% and just kept on falling. So that's the sort of announcement you don't want to see. Or you don't want to see that sort of reaction after that day. So there was no strength to that particular announcement, whatever they released. Just reaction on the day. Maybe day traders got caught out by trading ADX Energy on that day. And overall, this chart looks pretty bad. Massive volume coming in today, however. And that could put a floor in the share price. Otherwise, nothing else of note here. Close the loop down 14%. There is a takeover bid for that company. So I'm not sure if that takeover bid was withdrawn. Let's have a quick look at close the loop just to see if it was withdrawn or something. Nothing there. They did have their AGM today. Shares addressed to shareholders. I did not have a look at this. What time did they release it at? 8:38 a.m. Anything in this to suggest why the share price is down? Where's this takeover? Here he goes. No, still there. Anyway, so we'll just move on. Maybe it's just a bit of noise. I don't know. Let's have a look at the chart for close the loop. So it's 27 cents, the takeover bid. Now it's down to 21 cents. So the market's saying, I'm not sure if this is going to get through. I think that's what the market is saying. Okay, let's have a look at market cap. So we have GQG, Neuron down again. Accent Group down 11%. Now, they did have the AGM, and I suppose I could look at it. No, I'll have a look at it in a second. Tasmea down. They had the AGM as well. I'm not sure why the share price is down. So you're in mining. You'll have a look at that again. Electro-optics. I'll have a look at the chart for that if I remember, because quite a few companies in this list, including Biome, down 7.4%. I want to have a look at the chart for that company as well, if I remember. So I'm going to write it down because I am AI media too. I am likely to forget. Okay. So there are a few companies, a few announcements I want to have a closer look at. So let's have a look. Accent Group. Yeah, why not? This was going to be the stock of the day. And then I saw that GQG Partners share price was down a lot. And there was an obvious reason why that share price was down. And that was the obvious stock of the day. But Access Group down 11%, was down as much as 14, 15%. Now, I have to be honest with you, I did take a position in this company today. Share price was as low as $2.13. I took a position at $2.16. I thought this was a little bit of an overreaction from the market. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it bounce. Now, the reason I took a share price or took a position at 216 is if the share price falls to say $2, I will sell out of that trade. So I do think there's some upside, potential upside, if the market has overreacted. Now, they did release a trading update, and I read the trading update before the market opened, and I didn't have any good thoughts or negative thoughts about it. So positive or negative thoughts about it. I thought, okay, seems okay. So the only sort of red flag I did see within this particular trading update was margin. So for the first 20 weeks, total group owned sales up 6.8%, like-for-like retail sales up 3.5%. To the end of October, financial year 25 gross margin percentage down 70 basis points or 0.7% compared with the comparable period last year. So decreasing gross margins is a little bit of a concern, not a great concern, and probably not a 10% decrease in the share price concern. Anyway, that's all she said. That's all they mentioned here. That's all they mentioned. Retail sales for the first 20 weeks have continued to be in line with like-for-like sales reported the first 7 weeks. So nothing of massive substance, in my opinion. It was only the gross margin decreasing a little bit. That's my only thought why the share price might be down. Now, there's another reason why I took a position in this company is because the share price had been in an uptrend. And I think the uptrend is still in play here. This is sort of like a little bit of a dip, sort of like we saw on the 23rd of August. Share price on that day fell 15.3% and then recovered fairly quickly and continued into its uptrend. So that's what I'm thinking here. And we have seen a bit of buying coming in. So share price has increased from $2.13 up to $2.26. And you can see that just in the one-day candlestick, a nice shadow. And that is telling there is some buying pressure when the share price is getting down to that $2.15 range. And that's where I took a position. Big volume coming in today, not a massive concern just because some of that would be buying coming in. Okay, so that's Accent Group. Did have the AGM. I did not have a look at Tasmea's AGM, so I should have a closer look at that. Is this a concern? So I am trading Tasmea, and is this a sell? Not necessarily. Again, a little bit of buying pressure in the day. So share price as low as 270 now to 280. So I'd like to see what happens over the next few days. This could have been just one fund manager selling their position. Maybe they didn't like one little word in the AGM. Not massive volume coming in as well. So possible sell day, possible sell announcement, AGM, just a possible sell at this point. I need confirmation. So if we do see the share price rally, that would sort of allay my fears. Okay, that's Tasmea. Wasn't going to be mentioned Tasmea in this video, but there we go. SKS Technologies, sort of already mentioned this one. Share price up 24%. Had the presentation. Nothing really new in it, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to be looking at that. Maybe there was something new that I might have missed. The share price up 13.87%. And this had the potential to be either the stock of the day or the small cap of the day because, to be honest with you, this is technically a small cap company. Market cap 194 million. Well, it's over $200 million now. Anyway, so that's SKS Technologies. Lake Resources. This is interesting. Lithium. So I'm a little bit more interested in lithium. I'm thinking the bottom might be in. But there's something in this in particular. They had their AGM and they had or released an AGM presentation. And I went through this AGM presentation. Not sure why, because I usually don't go through these type of companies' AGM presentations for a few reasons. But I decided to open this one up just to have a look. And for some reason, CommSec is taking an eternity. So what you could do is I just wish CommSec would fix their platform. The announcements like this should not be opening up at that slow pace. So there it is. This is how quick it should open up. It's still probably opening up, yeah. So thank you, market index. So I went through this presentation. I don't know why. I have no interest in Lake Resources. I'm not even sure the chart is looking any good. So I just went through this. Maybe I had a bit of spare time on my hands. But there was something that intrigued me by this. So they had this one, can I decrease the size? No. So they had this one slide, lithium demand is expected to double every 5 years. Well, this is not exactly true. It's not doubling from 2029 to 2024. It's only increasing by 1.6-fold. So this looks, what you would expect from a lithium company. Be bullish on increasing lithium demand. But then the next slide intrigued me. Lithium market expected to be oversupplied for the next 6 to 7 years. This is not positive for any lithium company, including Lake Resources. Now, maybe the reason they actually included this is because they're not expected to go into production until maybe 2028, 2029. I actually don't know. Maybe that's why they think this is positive for Lake Resources, that as other lithium producers or other lithium explorers are going to put their mines in mothballs or won't develop their projects. So they expect oversupply in lithium for the next 6 to 7 years. Market deficit outlooks have pushed right and now expected to kick in between 2030 and 2031. We're talking about 6 or 7 years away, as I mentioned, 6 to 7 years. So that really intrigued me that this is here. And if this is right, then maybe lithium is not a play for quite a few years. Lithium price is expected to be lower for longer. Okay, so I just wondered, how is this positive for Lake Resources unless they're not expected to go into production for another 6 to 7 years, or maybe 4 to 5 years? Anyway, I thought that was really interesting from Lake Resources, so that's why I'm showing you it. And let's have a look at the chart for the company. Share price actually did increase today, but is there any reason to be excited about Lake Resources right now? And the answer to that is no. No. There was a bit of excitement not that long ago, middle of October, share price went all the way up to about 8 cents. Now it's pulled back to 4.8 cents. Okay, so that's Lake Resources. And Apiam Animal Health. Share price down 8.7%. It was down by even more than that. It was down about 20% at one point at the low, 35 cents. They also had their AGM. There was a little bit of negativity in this, a little bit. And the reason why I looked at this particular AGM or presentation is because the chart was looking more interesting. So whenever a company like that releases any sort of announcement like this, I'm always intrigued by any sort of update. And it was not positive, if I can find it here. Here we go, financial year 25 year-to-date trading. Now, I'd like to take you through our most recent performance in the first 4 months. So I'm reading this from the announcement. Our group revenue for this period has increased 0.5%. I was like, it's not a big increase in revenue. And while our core business held up well, our performance was offset by some specific factors in specialty markets. Okay, so this was not a positive trading update from the company. That's why the share price is down. And let's have a look at the chart for Apiam Animal Health. Was looking promising and now maybe less so. But just like some of the other companies I've mentioned today, there was a bit of buying pressure during the day. Share price as low as 35 cents. Share price closed at 42 cents. And that actually was a good place to buy, not a good place to sell. Good place to buy at 35 cents. That was a nice little support level. Even around about 40 to 42 cents is a nice level. In fact, there is a support level at around 40 cents, so at 42 cents. If you like this company, maybe now is a time to buy. Now, my last company I'm going to look at is not an ASX company, Williams Sonoma. I noticed, actually, I'll just look at the chart. Why not do that? This is a company I do own. And I've been thinking, oh, maybe I should sell. Chart not really doing anything. The company's cheap, but the chart's not doing anything. Maybe I just take some profits, or maybe just a slight loss. So there's me buying earlier in the year, 145.44. This was a trade. Chart looked really good. They just released something really positive in March, and the share price has just been going sideways ever since then, until today. Share price rose 27.54% on the back of their quarter results. And they just beat expectations. Not only did they beat expectations, their guidance was significantly higher than expected as well. So they beat expectations, guidance was better than expected. That's why the share price is up 27.54%. And I'm just very happy that I did not sell this position. And maybe I will now because I'm in profit by about 20%. Anyway, so that's Williams Sonoma. And don't forget, NVIDIA released their results. Who else released results? Snowflake released their results. So I think more than likely, at least NVIDIA share price will be down a little bit. Not sure about Snowflake. Okay, let's have a look at a few charts. I did promise. Electro-optics. Share price has just collapsed. I was thinking there could be a good buy here at about $1.22. That was a support level, but it's just collapsed below that. Share price down another 10% today. And I'm thinking this is because of Trump. That's why I think the share price has collapsed, because of Trump. But I'm okay. I do have a small position in this company. And I decided when I took profits back in late 2019, early 2020, I would not sell my holding in this company. And I have maintained my thinking when it comes to that. The other one is Biome. And share price fell a lot today as well. This could be just noise. Ooh, is this a buy the dip situation? Share price has dropped a fair bit from about 84 cents or so down to 56.5 cents. Okay. A few other companies that I did not mention in today's video, maybe you can have a closer look. IKE GPS or something like that. IKE GPS. Yep. They did something today. Share price not doing much. AFT Pharmaceuticals, ticker AFP, very illiquidly traded. Share price has collapsed or dropped a lot. And if this was more liquidly traded, I could be excited about taking a position in this company if I saw more liquidity. We also have Acusensus. HMC Capital is sort of doing what is it? HMC Capital, share price or chart looks brilliant right now. They are or did announce a DigiCo infrastructure REIT, $2.7 billion REIT or IPO. Share price up a little bit, and it's really the chart. And what they're doing that has me maybe excited. Oh, by the way, I'm a sharer of this company, and this is why. And they're in that sort of data center infrastructure, that sort of space, and that's why the share price and the chart looks absolutely spectacular right now. Otherwise, Handset Technologies, not sure how the share price went today. They had their AGM, share price down a little bit. A company called CTEL released results. I had a look at the results and I went, oh, it's not bad results. And then I saw the buyers and sellers, and there is very little trading in this company. If you look at the trade history, we saw a trade on the 6th of November, so 3 weeks ago, and before that on the 22nd of October. Now, sometimes I don't mind illiquidity, but this, yeah, I do mind this. This is too illiquid even for me. And even on the days there is a bit of trading, not a lot happening. On one day it was 1 share, on another day 9 shares. Okay. Now, I'm going to just have a look at a few comments because I have 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay. I gave a brief thoughts on Tasmea and QGQ because that is the stock of the day. Okay, I'm going to do this one, ANMA, because ANMA has actually mentioned Noxopharm, a few times in my comments. So with regards to Noxopharm, is a recent decrease in demand due to the market being doubtful or if the clinical trials will be approved. So let's discuss Noxopharm, and this will be the only comment I'll be talking about today. Okay, so let's have a look at the chart first for Noxopharm. And let's have a look to see how much the share price has dropped. So not a lot. Share price has high as 15 cents not that long ago. Now it's down to 10 cents. This could be just a little bit of noise. Now you see the share price go up and down in waves, so that's maybe all it is. So let's have a closer look at what the company has released in the last few months. Is there anything happening here? I think what the original poster is talking about, I think that's drawing a long bow, that the market is doubtful that clinical trials will be approved. The market doesn't know, to be honest with you. I think this is more just noise. Now, let's just have a look to see if the company has released anything recently. So they did have their release their Appendix 4C on the 29th of October, but on the 5th of November. Now, if you go back to the chart, there was a big drop here, and that was on the 5th of November. Share price down 19.2%. So it looks like they did a couple raising. Additional convertible note for long-term shareholder. And I think that's why the share price dropped, because of this particular announcement. And I would say this convertible note was, let's have a look at it, $500,000, tracks an interest rate of 12%. The note has a conversion floor price of 7 cents. Okay, so that's probably why the share price did drop, because of this particular convertible note to a long-term shareholder. Does it mention who that is? Don't know. Now, other than that, I would, without knowing anything about this company, and I have a little bit of time, this company is a storage stock. This company is a pure storage stock. So you will see short-term sentiment drive the share price higher or lower based off nothing, based off who knows what. The sentiment in these sort of companies can just shift on a dime without any reasoning behind it. And the reason I say that is the company has no receipts, no revenue. So you can't do a valuation on this company. This company could have a true value of $5 billion or 5 cents. We just don't know. So sentiment is the main driving force behind the share price movement of this company. And right now, because of this convertible note, it looks like there is a bit of short-term negative sentiment. But all the company has to do is release something positive and the share price could go on a run. Now, overall, the chart looks okay. I'll say that, okay. Some nice volume coming in August and September, and that has helped the share price rise. But other than that, don't know anything about this company, don't know their likelihood of success. I would say based off probability, it's low, because storage stocks all have a low probability of success. You have to know that. You have to take those risks into account when you take positions in these companies. Okay, that's all I have for today's video. If you have any questions, any thoughts, leave those in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, that's it. And don't forget, I'm not a financial advisor. If you need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.